Yo, how is it going, Bears fans? I am your host, Chris, and welcome back to another episode of the Bear Down podcast. As you guys can see, today I am all alone. I'm on my own. I just got back from a trip to Connecticut, visiting some colleges out there. I think Parth right now is heading to New York City or somewhere in New York, and Jaylen is in Arizona. They were going to try to record with me, but they didn't end up... they couldn't end up doing so. So I'm here on my own. I would like to say before I start this episode, check this out. The orange jersey, it came in. It's super fire. We got Allen Robinson, as you can see right there. I ordered that thing on like June 15th, and the production or them being on back order at NFLshop.com or something caused it to come late. But it's super sweet. I'm definitely going to be wearing this at training camp, which I would like to speak on in a second. But yeah, we got the Bear Down poster. We got the thing back there. I want to get on my wall back there. I kind of want to change my setup. I want to turn my desk to face this wall right here and get like a Bears poster back there, something to put back there. So if I get a poster, comment what player poster I should get. I'll probably just end up getting like a Trubisky poster or something. But it'd be cool to get a poster if I could get a high-definition picture of, like, Tariq Cohen and Benny Cunningham or something, because I know they're good friends. So something like that, if you guys can think of, like, a specific moment that was captured on picture, maybe send me some pictures on my Instagram at @ShyBearsNews. But I definitely want to get some type of Bears poster in here for sure. But going back to what I was saying about training camp, me and I know Jaylen, at least, Parth's going to try to make it out. We are going to be going to training camp at least hopefully once this summer down in Bourbonnais. So soon we'll be announcing what date that is. We're going to try to go a day that our friends over at the Bears Bros are going. We're trying to meet them down there, so we're trying to coordinate with them when they're going to go so we can try to go that same day. But if any of you guys are going down to Bears camp, you can look for us. You can look for me. It's not like we have merchandise or anything. We're not like a big channel. But we'll definitely be down there. We'll definitely be able to talk. But we're going to keep grinding. We're officially back now. It's the summer, and we're about to get into the swing of things. I'm also probably going to be heading down to training camp with my own friends at some time this summer. So if I am heading down there on my own without Parth and Jaylen, I'll let you guys know on my own Instagram and on the Bear Down Instagram and Twitter. But, yeah, I think that's basically it as far as training camp goes. If anyone's down there, I'd like to meet you guys, like to talk Bears. You know, that's how we do it. But today I'm going to be talking about 3 simple reasons why the Chicago Bears are going to make the 2018 playoffs. Now, Adam Rank did this with 5 reasons on Good Morning Football a few weeks ago, so credit to Good Morning Football for that idea. I will say, honestly, my 3 reasons are super easy. They're super reasonable, so it's nothing too complicated. But reason number 1, I'm just gonna go with I'm gonna go with Matt Nagy. Now, this kind of goes along with the offense improving, but that's going to be my next point. My number 2 point is going to be the offense improving. But Matt Nagy, man, I really think when we had John Fox in here, I don't want to say that everyone within the team was getting like lackadaisical, but I think bringing in a new face and bringing in a bright face, kind of like the St. Louis Rams did with Sean McVay, I think that's something that's going to be very energizing for the Bears. And just having that new face in the front, having a young face, having someone energizing like Nagy, I think it's just going to bring out the best in the players. Obviously, he's an offensive guy, and we need offensive help. So I think he's going to do all he can, Nagy himself, to help Trubisky perform at his highest level. Obviously, also, he brought in guys like Mark Helfrich, and I forget the name of our quarterbacks coach, but he kept our quarterbacks coach that stayed with Trubisky for a year into Chicago, so that's good. I also think that with his scheme that he brings with him and what he's going to work out with Helfrich with the West Coast spread, I think with that offense that comes in with Nagy, Trubisky and all the guys on offense, such as Tariq Cohen, such as Trey Burton, are going to have so many different options on the route tree, and they're going to have so many different options on what they want to do and what they want to run. So I think that coming in with him, I think the flexibility, I guess you could say, of the offense. I think the offense would definitely, you could define it as a lot more flexible. There's going to be a lot more options, and that's something that Nagy's going to bring in that is hopefully going to help us win a lot more games. So that is going to be my first reason on why we're going to make the playoffs. My reason number 2 is going to be all the weapons we brought in for Trubisky. Now, ESPN made a list a few days ago that said, I think it was just like top 30 offenses in the league, and the Bears were number 9. So on paper, the Bears are slated to have a very good offense with what we brought in. Just a recap of what we did bring in. Obviously, my guy right here, I got his jersey on. I'm believing in him before he's even taken a snap as a Bear coming off an ACL injury. We got Allen Robinson. We finally got a big wide receiver to put Trubisky on the map. He's finally got someone to throw to. At number 2, I don't really know who our wide receiver number 2 is. I think it's going to be a toss-up between Taylor Gabriel and Anthony Miller. So we got a rookie who's done incredibly well at Memphis, kind of styling like a Juju Smith-Schuster. He was a second-round pick coming into the league, and hopefully he'll be able to hop off and be very good just like Juju was. And then we got Taylor Gabriel. We have a very good speedster that we brought in for Trubisky. He's going to be like a Tyreek Hill and Matt Nagy's offense in Kansas City. He's going to be the guy that you throw it up deep to him, and he's going to be able to go in and make those catches. I'm really excited for what he's going to bring to this team. That adds a deep threat, so you can open Tariq Cohen up to go make his own moves in the middle of the field. He's not a new addition, but that's going to open up some room for him. And then we have our Travis Kelce in Chicago. We got Trey Burton, the Philly special man himself. No one really knows what to expect from him. I'm sure Nagy will bring the best out in him for sure, but obviously he's been very reliable in Philadelphia when Zach Ertz, who's really good on his own, has gone out. So I'm excited for him. I'm trying to think new additions on offense other than that. I can't really think of that. We brought in some solid offensive line pieces. We're doing our best to centralize this around Trubisky. He's really our building block, and we're adding in pieces around him. We've got the good running backs. Just the offense in general, I think, with what we have going on with the brand new playbook, as I mentioned earlier, in Nagy, and all the pieces we brought in, I think it's going to really, really, really work out nicely compared to last year when we had the worst receivers in the league. I think we're going to have one of the top receiving corps in the league this year. Our rushers, who are obviously aren't new additions, I've been talking about the new additions, but our rushers in Cohen and Howard and even Cunningham are going to have great years. Cunningham's obviously just the third down back, but Cohen and Howard are going to split those carries, probably a bit more to Jordan Howard, depending on what Nagy does with the offense. But I really think that everything in the offense is just going to pan out really well, which will obviously lead to us winning games such as, say, last year, like the Detroit Lions game when Barth shanked a field goal. We wouldn't even be in that position because if we had this year's offense looking like it's going to pan out how it is, we wouldn't be in that situation, in that place. So I think that will put us up in situations where in a lot of games, I guess you could say that we'd be close, if not losing, and looking to tie. I think we'd be up in those situations with this new offense. So it's going to really put us over the hump from losing games and looking to tie games to winning games eventually. So my number 3 reason on why the Bears are going to make the playoffs is the improvements and the continuity that we brought in with the defense and the special teams. So bringing in Cody Parkey, I think it's an under-the-radar move, but I really like him. He's a Pro Bowler. He was the 9th best kicker in the league. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. I think he was hurt last year. He was on the Eagles, I believe. Yeah, I think he was on the Eagles last year, but when he was in Miami 2 years ago, he was the number 9 kicker in the league. He was a Pro Bowler. He made like 80% of his field goals, which compared to Barth making like 50% of those, we're going to get those 3 points or that extra point. Those influential points are going to be added to our score. So not only that, retaining Kyle Fuller was big. He's our number 1 quarterback. I really like the future that we're carving out for not only Eddie Jackson, but Adrian Amos for sure. He has like the highest defensive rating out of anyone in the class of 2014 or 2013, whatever the class he came out of was. He's got like a 92 rating when you combine like all the stats, if you look at Pro Football Focus. And his ability last year just to pick off receivers and stuff and be on those routes and cover receivers well was great. So I'm excited for his ability this year to stay in there, to break up passes, to break up the long balls when teams like Minnesota are throwing to Adam Thielen and those guys down the field, when Golden Tate's running down the field. I only expect Adrian Amos to improve. The continuity in this defense by bringing back Vic Fangio is going to be very big. And one more addition I would like to talk about is Roquan Smith. He obviously is a centerpiece on this defense, being compared to like Dick Butkus and some of the old Bears. Him, along with a healthy Leonard Floyd and Danny Trevathan, should be absolutely incredible. And I'm very excited. The special teams obviously now will be buffed. We still have Cohen, but we also have other guys that can return the ball. I'm forgetting the guy. We got him out of American University. Picked him up as an undrafted free agent. He's a great returnman. We got Taylor Gabriel, a great returnman. Just everything on the defense and special teams. We brought back the players we needed to. We even brought back Prince Amakamura. Maybe overpaid him a little bit, but he knows this. He knows this defense as well as anyone. So I'm very excited to have him back. We have our veteran leadership back. We brought in some young guys that hopefully should be stars. And the continuity and the continuation of this defense being good. They were good last year, and we brought back everyone we needed to, and we hopefully strengthened it by bringing in guys like Roquan. The defense should be even better. So the combination of Matt Nagy coming in and just the entire new coaching staff and kind of the new vibe that we brought in, his playbook combined with Vic Fangio's defense, I think will be fierce. Along with the continuity and strength of the defense as it was, along with bringing in new players, and then obviously the rebuttling and the rebooting, I guess you could say, of the offense is going to hopefully, I believe, propel the Chicago Bears into the 2018 NFL playoffs. We'll have to see how it plays out, but I'm excited for the future. I can't wait for football season to come. I am so excited. Comment what you guys think about my reasons, and comment even more reasons that I could have added on to why the Bears are going to make the playoffs. I think those are the 3 centralized reasons. Adam ranked it a few more. I'll link that video in the description of his video on Good Morning Football. Hopefully I'll see you guys at training camp. But if not, if you guys want to keep up on my adventure to training camp, go follow both of our Instagrams in the description. You can follow at Bear Down, and then you can follow my personal Instagram at The Shy Bears News. I do some stuff on my own there, comment on the Bears, etc. But I'm happy that we're back into the swing of things. We are finally back to doing podcasts, hopefully multiple days a week. I mean, it's the summer, heck. But I'm excited to hopefully meet some of you guys at training camp. But if not, as I already said, I'm repeating myself now, follow us on social media. That's pretty much going to do it for this episode. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and that's it. Bear Down Chicago. See you guys. Peace.